Hey everyone, James Hilsmott here, and in this video I want to talk you through how to leave your practice and have it run for you. Now, a lot of clients always talk to me about growing their businesses and scaling them. So to me, growing your business means you're filling up your appointment book, and scaling your business is where you're growing beyond your own appointment book. But there's another level, and that level is creating leverage. Leverage means that your business runs for you. So in my practice, there's 6 practitioners, and I turn up maybe 1 hour a week to coach some of the newer practitioners on client management and things like that. But essentially, the business runs itself, and it runs itself because I've set it up like that. I've set it up in a way where the marketing is consistently producing new clients. The systems and protocols are in place that when I onboard a new associate, they're trained into how we do things to produce the results that we do. So there's consistency for the clients. There's also, because of that consistent process, it means that it's very easy to bring anyone in and they're going to produce results for clients and for the business in a consistent way. And so that means that the marketing is then working and generating revenue like it's supposed to because clients are sticking around and actually getting results. What that means is that anyone who comes in becomes fully booked themselves, and that allows me to then hire someone else and fill them up and hire someone else and fill them up. Now, on the administration side of things, there's systems in place that eliminate as much human error as possible, and they're automated so that people don't have to be involved, which means you can have staff doing basic things that are not overcomplicated, that are not overstressing, and that means that there's minimal likelihood of errors and mistakes, because where most management comes in is that we're actually trying to manage all of the constant problems and putting out fires. And the reason that most people can't scale their businesses, especially in healthcare, is because there's a ceiling, right? The busier I get, the more work there is to serve those clients. And so my focus goes on serving clients and it drops. Then I go back into marketing. So I go back up again and then back down and up and down. And they hit this natural bottleneck of scale. I can't scale past a certain point because it creates more complexity and stress because everything's done manually. If that employee leaves, then all the shit hits the fan and everything breaks down, and now I'm trying to fix it. And so what I've done to be able to give myself the lifestyle I want from my business is we've systemized and automated everything. There's protocols in place, and it's super simple. So you can have someone teach what they're doing to the next person if they were to leave the job, and it just rolls over. Now, to ultimately be able to step out, you have to trust that your staff and your practitioners can manage, and you maybe have one management person in place to kind of oversee things. But developing leverage is the ultimate situation because then you have options. You don't have to be there. Most health professionals and healthcare business owners that I work with, they're feeling stuck. They're feeling like they've got these golden handcuffs on. Sure, I make 50 grand a month in my practice, but if I don't work, then I don't get paid. And so if they think about going on holiday, not only does the holiday cost them 5 grand, not working costs them 20, 30, 40. And so living your life becomes expensive. And I know what that's like personally. I used to work way too hard, great successful practice, but it's just me and my wife. And whenever we left, like we planned on going a trip to Europe, go to a conference and then travel around Europe for a month. And it was expensive and stressful and bringing in locums and are they doing a good job and all that sort of thing. Whereas now I can go anywhere and do anything because I know that my team is working well. I know there's systems and protocols in place. Obviously, getting that stuff set up takes some time and some effort. You have to plan ahead. You have to think ahead. You have to think about what is it that I do that makes my process work so well. You have to get it on paper and plan it out and create some training videos and things. But once it's done forever. And so now whenever I bring on a new associate, it's very simple to onboard them into our process, to allow them to have no skill to begin with and develop the skills that we teach so that they can serve clients really well, get amazing results, and then work for the business. Because when most practices try and bring on an associate, the immediate problem that they have is the associate doesn't convert new clients as well. The associate doesn't retain clients as well. And so the average lifetime value per new patient is lower, mixed with poor conversion rate means that marketing is ineffective, and so the return on investment is low. And so what most people don't realize is that actually having an associate is costing them money in lost revenue, not just because, if I didn't have to pay them and I saw them myself, it would be better, but because it's actually just not working. Because they're paying staff, they're paying rent, they're paying expenses, they're doing the marketing, and the clients are being burned and there isn't lifetime value in it. And so you end up either in a situation where you're paying practitioners a salary, but then you can't generate enough business to break even, or they're on a percentage situation, which is like my associates, but they're not seeing enough clients for it to really be worthwhile. And when you do the math of it, it just doesn't make sense for the effort that you're putting in. So to make it grow and expand, like some of my clients, like Amanda, Deanne, people like that, we had to really make sure that the systems were in place so that each associate was converting and retaining properly, and being managed appropriately, and staffing worked, and the other systems of follow through and note taking, everything worked seamlessly, so that there is minimal kind of you having to jump in and solve problems, right? Because that's really the time suck. And then having the right marketing in place. Like Deanne tripled her practice in 5 months. She's now doing over 120,000 a month. She has 4 associates. I believe she's hiring her 5th at the moment, and she's just been able to replicate. So what happened was previously associates, it didn't work. The associate came and then they left because all the clients were going to her, because none of the marketing strategy was able to drive the number of new clients needed to really upskill an associate. You have to remember that an associate is someone coming into your business. They might be a new grad or they don't have the experience. If someone's an associate, chances are that they aren't able to run the business on their own, or they haven't done it before, and so their expectations are off. And that's an easy assumption to make. And so we have to remember that, because most associates, that is the situation. So we have to be there to nurture them. But to do that, you have to give them client volume. And if everyone's wanting to see you because you don't have marketing in place that drives people to them, then it won't work. And so Deanne, when she first joined me, she said, I want to fill up my associate. We did that in about 6 weeks. Then she thought, well, hey, I can just keep scaling this thing and hiring more people. And we just kept hiring associates and filling them up, hiring associates and filling them up. And that's just off one copy and paste marketing strategy. We haven't even had to do anything else because she's just full. She's getting 40 new patients a week into her practice with her associate. Amanda has done the same thing. Her brand new associate is now up to 80 patients a week. And she's going to be hiring more. Her massage therapists are full, she's full, and it's working great. So to go from that, where you're at scale, to actually being able to step out and have leverage, you can't just have the marketing, you can't just have the client retention, you can't just have the systems, you have to have all of them. Because for a business to run, you have to have these silos of staff and practitioners. The front desk admin is doing one section, right? They're managing certain things. The practitioners are managing other things, and then you have maybe one person managing all of them. But each person in their own silo, within the group silo, has to work well, seamlessly, and have accountability, where people are taking responsibility for things and they've got a process to follow. So my staff don't ask us redundant questions because there is a manual to follow with an answer to it. And if they then can't get it, they can go up to the next level, and then it comes to us, which means that troubleshooting is at almost zero because things are already in place. People are accountable to solving the problems rather than just relying on you and using your brain. So that comes down to training staff as well, but having the right systems. Now, I know it sounds complex, but there's actually a simple formula to it. And there's a 9-step process that I use to scale healthcare businesses all over the world, whether it's local businesses, virtual businesses, or online training program businesses, all in the healthcare space, all in the service-based space. And I've done this in 14 countries with 25 different industries and over 200 and something clients at last count. And we have over 600 or so customers in general. Now, the reason this works is because it's everything that I've done in my own practice to do the exact same thing that I've then taught and got results with clients and have turned into a systemized program to be able to make it super replicatable, where you can then go and do it yourself as well. And this is designed to replace all coaches, all courses, and all consultants. So you have full control of your business. You're not paying people for stuff that you don't need to, and you're getting a massive return on investment for the time, money, and effort that you invest in working with me to produce those results. Now, in that program, we cover everything from marketing strategy to client conversion, retention, to systems, to scaling, to building online courses and developing leverage. This program is really about mastering your practice, hence why it's called Practice Mastery. So if you're interested in finding out more, I want you to click the links around this video, check out more about me, my clients, the results we get. And if it feels like it's a good fit, I want you to go ahead and book an accelerator call. We will speak to me or someone on my team, and we will see, A, can we help you? B, are you a good fit for what we do? And then C, what is it that we do? How does it work? And we'll walk you through that step by step and then get you onboarded and getting the results that my clients are getting as well. Other than that, make sure to check out the resources, like I said, around this video, because there's heaps of things that I'm doing to help support you as the healthcare business owner to scale your business. And as always, keep at it and let's develop more money, meaning, and freedom for you and more results for your clients. I'll see you guys next time.